It's Thursday, July 29th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show, where we talk about all the cool things in the whole wide world. Sure is a hot one out there in the middle of the summer.
It was okay today.
It's a hot one out there in the middle of this. It's a hot one out there in the little...
If you weren't, like, biking, it was okay.
It's a hot one out there in the middle of the summer. Anthony, I got tan lines, man.
Lucky. I wish I could tan.
I got tan lines.
I wish I could tan, dog.
I'd be tanning.
But you don't want those tan lines. I thought your goal this year was just to be as light-skinned as possible.
I wanted to be white, but it's not happening.
Reap all those light-skinned benefits.
I listen, I'm trying for the privileged look, but it's not working. Okay?
I think you gotta get some Banana Republic cardigans. And then keep your arms, in the shade.
Funny you say that, because I was at a Banana Republic this week. There's no good sales. So
what are you talking about? I walked by one in Burlington the other day when I was returning some pants, and they had it was up to 75% off deals.
Yeah, but did you see what it was off?
Oh, I didn't walk into the store.
Obviously
I just saw the sign.
Not.
I just saw
Obviously
the sign.
Not. 75% off $200 is still $50.
What a deal, though.
No, I'm looking to spend like 15.
15, damn.
Yeah,
now
man.
I feel bougie for buying those fucking Levi's.
Dude, man, that's how I get all my work clothes. I go to the outlet stores and I just rail through the clearance rack. I'm like, 15, 17, 12?
I did feel good when we went to the fucking, what was that one store?
It was Banana Republic.
It was Banana Republic, and I got those pants for like $4. Because,
Banana Republic, please sponsor us.
Yeah, actually, it's for real. Like, on God, for real, as the kids say.
Yeah, no, so that's, yeah, because I went there, I'm like, yo, things are still like above $30. F this. That's too much money. I'm not made of money. God damn.
Buying clothes is hard.
What do you mean?
I don't buy clothes enough. I forget my size a lot.
That's how much you don't buy clothes?
I bought the wrong pair of pants.
Anthony!
I was like, I'll try this online buying thing all the kids are talking about. And I bought like a pair of jeans. And I was like, yeah, I'm like a 34 waist.
Yeah?
But then because I double checked on my pants that I own, it's like, yeah, 34. But it didn't have the leg length on the tag.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, I'm probably a 34.
What?
And then I bought it, and I was like, these are long as fuck. I'm a 34.
No, why do you just roll that? Why do you just roll that?
So these ones, they're like the tape, was it taper fit?
So you get slimmer at
They
the
get
ankle?
slimmer at the ankle.
So even better. Just roll that.
But they're also like the stretchy ones. So it's not like
even better. Denim. Just roll that.
So I just returned them and bought 32s.
Okay, well, good for you.
Man,
I'm happy.
Man. Buying clothes, and then every store has like slightly different meanings of medium and large, and I'm like, God damn.
God damn. It's like he just got his first paycheck.
Fucking hard.
Like his parents gave him his first allowance, and he's going to the mall, and he's buying some shit.
Oh, here's my thing though. So when I went to the mall to go return those pants, I think I'm now at the age where like I don't want to be at the mall anymore. Like I want my time at the mall to be as quick and efficient as possible. I want to be in and out. But because before, even up to like my mid-20s, I was like, I like the atmosphere of the mall.
Okay.
It's a bunch of people buying shit, just having fun, talking with their friend. And now I'm just like, all these fucking teenagers hogging up the whole escalator. And then I'm just getting old man grumpy vibes.
Damn, that's sad.
Yeah, I think it's a sign of my age.
Yeah, I cannot relate.
Yeah, well, you're a little biased, Mister. I work at the mall. I work for the malls.
Again, I cannot relate.
I would never sully the name of my employer.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, okay.
Malls are great.
Malls, honestly, there should be more malls.
But you know what I like better? Amazon.com.
Jeff Bezos isn't a part of that anymore.
No. Number one competitor, Amazon.com. My best friend.
It's crazy how like every mall company in America has the exact same competitor. Just one company.
Mm-hmm.
That's maybe they should like break it up.
To be fair, I don't think it's just Amazon. I think it's just e-com in general.
Yeah, I think it's e-commerce in general. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, I don't know if I'm down with it.
So what brought you on to buying new pants?
There was a clearance sale at Levi's, and I was like, I need a new pair of jeans. I don't own jeans anymore.
Oh, okay.
So I bought a new pair of jeans, and then while I was at it, I was like, what if I just brought back 90s jean jackets? And then I bought a jean jacket, like a loose fit, kind of grungy 90s jean jacket.
I see.
I'll be sporting that shit in the fall, baby. I'm bringing back I'm gonna be running in the 90s.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
You're gonna have to be seen with me, so I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, I can avoid it. I can avoid you. Like the plague. No, not a problem. I can make that happen. Don't worry.
We're bringing it back, baby. Everything old is new again.
No. no. You are not going to influence me on that one. No, sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay. I'll see you in the dust.
Okay.
Fashion dust.
Okay. Okay, there, mister. I don't know my own size.
But now I do. I figured it out.
Do you? So you know your size at Levi's. Congratulations.
I do.
Congratulations.
I did it.
All right. We got a listener.
We got a listener? Damn.
Yeah.
One single listener.
One single listener has written in. It is Brian Mac with a Mac attack. Subject line: Can you be influenced?
Yes.
Hello, guys.
What's up?
Have you ever had a product that you were initially skeptical about but convinced into getting it by an influencer and ended up loving it? For me, it's the Dyson vacuum after listening to Connor from the Trash Taste podcast swear by it.
Vacuum.
And I must say, it definitely saved a lot of time for me.
I thought he was going to say it definitely sucks. I was going to be like, whoa.
Also, I agree with Anthony about Tokyo Revengers. I too read and caught up on the manga within a week back in June.
Yeah, brother.
And the only other manga I read was Attack on Titan.
Nice.
Oh, ever.
Oh, ever. Period.
Like he's only
ever read
Attack on Titan.
He's just an anime man through and through.
And then he's like, yo, Tokyo Revengers.
It's a good... Listen, I'm telling you, manga, that's the way to be. I'm getting everybody on the manga train. Fuck this anime garbage. It takes too long. The studios are too inconsistent. Bro.
I mean, I could say that same thing about manga.
What are you talking about? No, every page is an artistic expression.
No, man.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Record of Ragnarok? That shit's alright.
The manga, though.
No, the manga is
alright. Yeah, that's just blasphemy. Now you're just lying.
The manga is alright.
Why you gotta lie like that?
That shit's okay.
I understand you're lying to prove a point, but just right in my face. That's fucked up.
It's alright.
That's fucked up.
Yo, it's like a 6 out of 10.
Oh, no. That's that TikTok thing where it's like, oh, no. How dare you?
Listen, I respect if you like it. But yo, we all got our guilty pleasures. It's all right.
Guilty pleasures, he says. The man who swears by the fucking Michael Bay Transformers movies. How dare you?
Oh, yeah, I swear by the fact that they're shit. Yeah.
No, you swear you love them.
Please,
you love them.
I never say I love them.
No.
I
Roll
enjoy
back,
them.
We got the episodes. Roll back the tape. We got the archive. We can roll them back.
Every Transformers movie we've talked about on this podcast, I have been the first to say it's absolute trash, and I will continue to watch.
Okay.
And that's how in fact, 90% of Transformers content I bring up on the show is hot garbage.
Except for Beast Wars.
That's why I said 90%.
All right.
In fact, I'm going to talk about that next week. I'll talk about the new Transformers.
Okay. All right.
And I'm assuming it's going to be hot garbage. But anyways, have you been influenced? Can you be influenced?
By an influencer specifically?
Sure.
I can definitely be influenced. Like, I have been influenced by you guys. I have been influenced by, like... I'm really big on being influenced on my speech. Like...
What do you mean?
Like, saying certain things like, yo, dog, bro, and stuff like that. Like...
I think everybody's like that. Like, you hang out with enough people long enough, like the same sort of people, and you all kind of become the same.
But my thing, like, isn't even from hanging out with people, because I hang out with you guys, and you guys don't do that. But mine's just like, I'm on...
Because I'm...
You're professional? Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
I'm not uncouth like the commoners. The peasants.
I'm not unwashed.
Unwashed? The unwashed masses, let them eat cake. Oh my god. Oh my god. Uh, but I definitely am influenced by like internet culture in that way. Like if someone like starts speaking a certain way, to make fun of it, I'll also do it. Like I'll be in on the joke. Like I'll be like, haha, like it's funny to do whatever. But there eventually becomes a point where if I use it enough, it's not ironic anymore.
Right.
Right, and it's just like, oh, this is part of my lexicon now.
Mm.
Fuck. I'm gonna be calling everyone bro.
You effed up.
I'm gonna be saying bruh all the time.
Bruh.
Bruh moment here, man. I need every grain of Dorito dust to be an ultimate gamer, bruh.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I watched one fucking video of that claymate, or not, that stop motion guy. I forget it. Did I show you those videos?
I think so. A while back.
With Alphastos or whatever, the trap fake character. Yeah.
Yes.
I want you to destroy my pussy.
With the
hippo?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fucking hippo, he says bruh like one time, and I'm like, I'm saying that now. That's me. That's my personality trait.
Yeah.
Bruh. But other than that, like in terms of like influencers, I don't know if I've consciously like, if I haven't like consciously recognized
Let me simplify this. Have you ever clicked on a YouTube video that's been recommended to you and you've been like, oh, that looks pretty cool, I need to check that out?
Is the algorithm an influencer?
No, but the algorithm will send you a video.
Yeah,
I would say the
I've
creator of that
definitely
video is
done
an
that,
influencer.
But I was thinking of it more in specifically like he said, where like Connor, Mr. Sea Dog VA,
Yeah.
was saying Dyson's the best, and then he bought a Dyson. Like I don't think I've ever done that. Usually, if it's like a purchasing decision like that, it's never zero to buy. It's usually I'm in the market for something.
Yeah.
And maybe Linus Tech Tips says that this SSD is fucking rad, and I'm like, well, okay. Like, is that influencing, or is that just like product review?
Somewhere
in between. Yeah. But I've never gone from just like having no interest or no knowledge of something and then immediately buying it because one guy had a video that's called like the sickest game you've never heard of, and I'm like, I should start doing those actually.
Yeah, you should.
Death by degree. No.
Nope. Nope.
Mr. Mosquito. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been directly influenced by an influencer, so to say.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I have. I can't.
You're weak.
No, I think it's impossible not to be influenced at this point. Whether it's your friends or someone, an influencer.
Yeah,
for sure. I think, like, here's the thing. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and it's like, check out this game. It's cool. All right, done. So I've been influenced, right? Yeah. Check out this anime. Done. Right?
Yeah, honestly, like, when Giga brings out his, like, end of the season anime reviews, like, I'll check out a couple episodes from those.
Yeah, but I guess if the question's asking if there's, like, a specific product, like like an item, like he put, like, his example of the Dyson, I don't know. Yeah, like, I can't... I don't know. I mean, like, I've seen a lot of YouTubers and streamers been like, yo, check out this wicked jug that just holds water that I keep by my desk. And I was like, I need one of those. Like, I wouldn't get the same one, but like that sort of realm, like, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I should keep a water bottle by my desk.
Like, am I influenced? Totally.
Did I actually buy the hydro flask that Pokimane has? No.
Yes.
Or did I? I'm a tier 3 sub. I gotta buy everything she buys.
Oh,
no, I'm not actually. That's like interesting, because like, even though like, say like, we haven't been super ultra influenced like that in that way, it still happens, right? Like, the whole biggest thing recently was the pump and dump cryptocurrency thing with like FaZe.
Yeah.
Hey man, like, you should just buy cum coin. Yeah, it's fucking sick.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
So it does happen. And like, do you think that those like influencers like that, people have a specific amount of I guess credibility within social media, like should be held accountable for shit they do or shit they influence or shit they peddle? I
don't know, man.
Right? Because like, even in classic Hollywood celebrity,
so like that was my next question. Like, does it count if it's like an athlete or a celebrity, if they, and not necessarily they're like, they have a sponsorship, and then you pick up a product because that's the thing that they're sponsored by.
I think that's very transparent though at this point.
Yeah, that's true. Because like, for example, like a lot of the sunglasses I buy for cycling are because a certain rider wears them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, those look fucking sick.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would have researched them myself had I not known about that rider.
It's true, but you also know that rider has a deal with that.
Oh,
company,
for sure,
right?
yeah.
Right? And I'm more talking about like the gray area where it's just like, I heard about this coin. I'm not gonna reveal that I'm actually working with people behind the scenes in a pump and dump scheme, right? And stuff like that. Like, should it be regulated?
They do have that in.
I know Instagram has like hashtag ad and stuff like that.
But I know because I know like in Europe they do have that law.
Oh,
like,
do they?
Yeah, like that's why you have to have that stuff.
Good.
I don't know if it's come across here, but I know like if it's some sort of ad or promotion, you have to disclose that somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, have I been influenced? Totally. I think.
Yeah, you influenced me to buy Overwatch. Fucking worst purchase of my life.
Good stuff.
Now I got this PS3 Overwatch copy sitting on my...
Here I am, top influencer.
How dare you?
Top influencer.
How dare you?
I am the influencer.
How could you do this to me?
Yes, it's my job.
All right.
It really is.
That's the secret job. Corporate is just a front. Really, you're influencing.
Yeah, man. You think I sold my soul for money? No, my real job.
Wearing Monday coffee shirts on Thursdays. What the fuck? All right.
I'm trying to tell you a message. It's always Monday.
No, like it's gonna be Monday. Like Monday's gonna roll around. Yeah. What if I bought a coffee?
Yeah,
like,
man.
fuck Vince's shirt. Ah! Like
it's always Monday. You always need a coffee.
All right. Okay.
Thank you for writing in.
Yeah, thanks. That was a good question.
BMAC.
I like that one.
And I believe that's all we got this week.
No, Paul. You know, I bet halfway through the episode, Paul's gonna.
Okay, I'll check it before we end the show, and then we'll see.
All right.
But we got some picks of the week. Let's open up with a movie trailer called The Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Looks like the Ghostbusters. This
is clearly a sequel to the original Ghostbusters films.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place, I guess, in 2021. Same sort of timeline. Ghostbusters are obviously gone, but something happens, and someone in the family generation inherits the Ghostbusters old kit.
Yeah.
And then ghosts escape.
Ghosts escape. That's what happens.
And I will be totally upfront about this. I've always hated the Ghostbusters.
Really?
I have.
I've never like actively hated the Ghostbusters.
Like if I'm thinking about like all those series from the 90s,
yeah,
or not the 80s, like the Ghostbusters are at the bottom.
I like the image of the Ghostbusters more than I like the movies.
Really? Because like I've always thought the Ghostbusters, like as a kid, I was like, that's so darky.
Really?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I'd be like, these are for losers.
Okay.
I'd be like, yo, give me them robots.
Give me them robots.
You
ghosts? I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, man. Even He-Man was cooler.
Like, no, come on.
No, see, like I would put He-Man just above Ghostbusters.
I would put He-Man at the
like
bottom.
for me, it would be like Ghostbusters at the bottom, He-Man, like G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles.
What's my
Transformers.
bottom three? My bottom three is like He-Man at the bottom, G.I. Joe, and then I don't know, Xena Warrior Princess. Like,
yo, Xena's balls. What are you talking about?
Yeah, now, but as a kid, I was like, Xena, a girl.
Oh my god,
gross.
Sexist from the womb.
Sexist from the womb, baby. Honestly, all kids should be.
Whoa, whoa.
We should teach racism in school. Is what I'm saying. No.
Damn. That's awful.
Yeah, I don't know. Ghostbusters, like I watched the movies and I enjoyed it, but I never was like, holy shit, it was so good. But every time I see like a Ghostbusters cosplay or like the idea of like the ghost trapper or the laser beam ghost gun things, I always think those are sick as fuck.
Okay.
Right? It is like the only movie where I'm like, the costuming department made everything about that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and I just, other than like, there are much better Bill Murray movies that I enjoy.
Okay.
Let's just say it that. Put it that way.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like Ghostbusters. It looks really cool. I saw a bunch of people on fucking Twitter angry about it because it wasn't a sequel to the old girls one. So
the girl one tanked. So
apparently it didn't.
What?
It's box office. It made back double its thing in box office.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that's good. Oh well, whatever.
Yeah, Ghostbusters 2016, according to Wikipedia. Its budget was 144 million, and it made back 229 million in the box office. But that could be worldwide. Okay. Maybe it tanked in here, but like Europe, it crushed. I don't know.
Well, I'm not. I don't see Ghostbusters being popular in China, so.
I'm afraid. Maybe they're not afraid of ghosts.
No, man, they like robots. Why do you think we get all these bad Transformers movies?
Oh, it tanked in the opening. So in opening weekend, it made 46 million. So it was like 100 million under its budget.
Oh.
And I guess like it ran until November.
Okay.
So from July to November it ran. So,
oh wow.
Yeah. So it went 25 weeks in theaters. Wow. So I guess that'll do it eventually, just over time.
Okay, cool. What else you got for some picks,
bro? Not much. Nothing really. Remember that Apex character we talked about?
Genesis?
Sure. Yeah.
No. Genophage?
No.
Johnny Storm?
I think Genesis was the event name from last event.
Listen, okay. Apex seems to have like 50 events in a month.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what the difference is between any of them.
So there's like
there's so many events that they don't feel interesting
so
enough.
I think there's like season events, which is the battle pass, and then there's mini events within those season events.
But like no one even there's just so much to Apex with regards to like fiction and events that I can't be bothered.
What if I told you that Apex is a gacha game?
Well, that's why I stopped playing.
So yeah, Apex Legends, their new character Seer, they had a little.
Oh, that's his name?
Yeah, SEER.
Oh.
And he's fucking Lil Nas X. But he's Old Town Roading it up in Apex Legends, and he's got a nano machine heart.
Okay.
And his powers, now that we know them, are how is he just not better than Bloodhound? If he's looking down the sight, he has like a heartbeat sensor built in, so he can see which direction enemies are in.
Yeah, that's too useful.
He's got like a straight line of nanomachines that he can use to. It said interrupt, so I assume that's a silence and damage. So it's like a fucking what's his face? The robot killer guy. Revenant.
Oh yeah.
It's like Revenant's thing, but in a straight line.
I can't be a full silence. I don't know.
Maybe it's shorter. I don't know. And then his ultimate is that he just puts up the dome of nanomachines, and any person within there who is moving loudly, which I'm going to assume is like just whoever's not crouch walking, is revealed on the map to him and possibly the teammates.
Who crouch walks in that game?
Nobody. Okay. That game is maximum movement. That's the whole point of the game.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, what is this character? And I'm starting to see like the Apex Legends power creep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it started with Horizon, pre-nerf Horizon, when she would throw out her fucking catapult and she just launch, right? And they had to dial her back, but the power creep's coming, man. Like this, like, why would you ever play fucking Echo? Or not Echo, what's his name?
Watson?
Not Watson, the Korean guy with the drone.
Crypto.
Why would you ever play Crypto?
Yeah, he has so much more work to do.
Right? Like, you gotta fly the drone, his ultimate. Like, I just throw down my ultimate and you see everybody. Like, why would I ever play Crypto again? Why would I ever play Watson, even, right? This guy silences, he reveals people, locks down the area. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Apex, I haven't played it in a while because of Tarkov, but I'm like real close now to just being like, I'll just uninstall it.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Save up some space, maybe for some other games.
Yeah, I think it's the one shooter I still keep on my PC.
Yeah. But I have it, but I don't think I've booted it up in a while.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
What else was there? World Ends With You. A Neo World Ends With You got its launch trailer.
Yeah.
That game looks cool. It's got fashion armor and stuff. Monster Hunter Rise is getting an Okami crossover. So you can have your Palamute as Amaterasu from the game. And there's a bunch of like Okami stickers.
No weapons though, huh?
No weapons, unfortunately. It seems like all the weapons are for the Palamute. Because he's got the big lightning sword and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles came out. Super Monkey Ball guy. I don't know. There's like a bunch of little stuff. There's not really anything that I was like, whoa. Unless you want to talk about the the Scarlett Johansson kerfuffle
Mm,
with Disney.
not really.
Or not really. True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there wasn't too much that was on my radar, to be honest.
Okay. The only thing else I gotta say is, if you have or PlayStation Plus games for August were revealed.
Yeah.
The big one is, I already forget the name.
Warriors Arena. Something. It's Fighters Arena. It's one of those.
It's like Hunters Arena.
I think it's Hunters Arena. I think that's
Hunters Arena Legends or something.
Yeah, I think that's literally it.
That's the character action BR Battle Royale.
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely check it out.
That looks really cool. I think we saw this a while ago. I don't know if I expected it to be free on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, that's weird.
The idea of a BR, but it's like a Ninja Gaiden character action thing. I can juggle, combo real people. Hell yeah.
But the thing is, I think that there's another, because I know there's another BR, like a character action BR.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's done by a Chinese developer too.
I think that one came out already, but
did it?
Yeah, it's like I saw.
It's like Blood something, or
I think so, and it was like it's like an MMO though instead of a BR.
Oh, is it?
I think it's more of an MMO.
Oh, okay.
Or a looter.
Okay. Well, also, if you want some free shit to play, I think on the Xbox, PC, and PlayStation, Marvel's Avengers game that came out, I think, exactly 1 year ago, it came out in August,
Okay.
is free to play. So, check it out for the weekend. If you want to play that Diablo-style Marvel's game, I'll make some time to check this out.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. Was it Sony sold over 10 million PS5s?
And Xbox did 6.
I think so.
But it's not really it's not a true number because they report their sales differently.
Yeah, it's like what did they ship to the store, right?
One does and the other one doesn't. So like you can't really compare the numbers directly.
Mm-hmm. And Bobby Kotick, Mr. Activision himself, released a letter to all employees over the scandal we've been talking about last week. Mm-hmm. It's all PR junk. I don't know. And then I was like looking at a bunch of the like. I don't get why you would have that type of a chat. Okay, here I'm gonna lay down a hot take.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really give a shit that they had that kind of a chat. You know, they're not acting on it. They're just saying some bullshit.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna sit here and tell me you've never hung out with your guy friends and said some heinous shit to each other, you're a fucking liar. But also, why would you ever do that in a company-owned Slack group chat? Like, what? Bro.
I don't know.
So dumb.
I don't know. Like, the whole thing that's going on over at Activision Blizzard is wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's got, like, every other developer employees, like, Justice Boner and I think, like, a bunch of Ubisoft employees all came together and they're like, hey, we're gonna stand with you and all this stuff, and like,
yeah, it does make you wonder like what else goes on out there, and like not even specifically related to game companies, but even like other sort, like even my work, right? Like it makes you wonder. Like,
I bet there's like some fucking eyes wide shut parties going on.
Maybe, probably.
But they make them. I've heard before that like high ranking people. This is like I'm not a high ranking person, so I don't know.
Neither am I.
But I've heard that like shit where it's like they'll like hire prostitutes or like have like parties like that. But like the people they hire, the women they hire, that they have to sign like NDAs
for sure
for the party.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Before anything goes down. Yeah.
That's wild.
Who knows what goes on at the executive level?
It's a different world, Vince. It's a different world.
I'll tell you when I get there.
Let me know. I don't know if I could deal with the ladder climbing, ass kissing.
Neither do I, but we'll see.
We'll see if I can. How about that?
I'll start the climb.
And I'll tell you if it smells.
Yeah. By the way,
Paul writes in. No.
PS5 has gotten support for SSDs.
But they're M.2 drives?
Yes, but they're not all technically supported?
No, because I think there were two different ones. It was Sony is supporting SSDs, but also Sony had released instructions on how to install M.2 drives onto your PS5.
Yep.
but it's only for beta test.
That's right.
Okay.
But not all those NVMEs are supported.
Interesting.
And they cannot guarantee that you can actually play games on them as you would expect your PS5 to run.
Then why am I installing it?
Apparently, you need a master's in electrical engineering to get this to work properly.
It's probably not that hard.
I know it's not that hard. But I just mean like the requirements seem so ass backwards.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on Team Green, they're just like,
remember memory cards?
they're like, just plug this shit in and it works. And it's like, all right.
Bring the game to your friend's house.
Yeah.
Remember memory cards?
Jeez, like, Sony continues to be Sony with their like crazy. They just make everything so complicated.
Japan continues to be Japan.
Yeah, but this one is done by America, so
true. So no excuse.
Yeah, but it must be like culture from the top, right?
Maybe.
Like corporate culture, and it's probably just.
But if headquarters is in U.S. now.
Yeah, but if the CEO should be like, yo, I'm Japanese, I want this to be this way.
What if really they put it in America just to appease stockholders, and Ken Kudaragi's behind the scenes controlling Sony from the puppet strings from the Raptors?
So you're telling me he's still cursing us to this day?
Till this day. Till this day.
Okay, there's a report that Netflix is making a live-action Pokemon. What is this series?
That can't be good. That sounds bad.
Remember Detective Pikachu?
Yeah,
could be like that.
that sounds bad.
Or it could be better.
I don't. And honestly, like I think if we roll back the tape, I probably said I enjoyed that movie to an extent.
Yeah,
But also
you did.
Now I'm just like I'm thinking back on it. I'm like, that movie wasn't that good.
It was all right.
It is like. I think the best part about it was the free Pokemon cards. I'm gonna be honest.
Whoa. I don't think I even opened my packs.
I got an extra pack, and I didn't open the extra pack.
Okay. And I think that does it for the picks.
Yeah, there's not too much happening.
Yeah, I'd be looking, but there's nothing going on this week. It's the middle of the summer. We should all be going outside and doing something else anyway.
Yeah, you should. Probably.
Yeah.
But will you?
Totally.
All right.
Totally smokily. So, what's going on? What you do this week?
Okay. All right.
You got a list? What's going on?
Remember what I did last week?
Tarkov.
I did more of that.
Yeah.
So I've been playing more Tarkov. I'm now learning a new map, which is Woods. And Woods is exactly as it sounds. It is the woods.
So there's no building?
So there are a couple key landmark areas. But in between each is like a good 5-minute walk at like regular walking speed, not sprinting.
Oh, okay.
To each. And it's all landmarks are kind of like in a U shape. And then the dead center of the map is just trees. Trees and hills.
Trees.
And it's a really hard map just because I have a lot of quests to do there. So like kill 5 scavs without wearing armor, deliver me these rations at this specific bunker and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll just be chilling, walking along in the woods, deep ass foliage, and all I hear from like 100 meters away is, and then I'm dead because people are camped out there on like
the woods,
rocks and hills with like silent sniper rifles. Like it's the fucking what's the boss the Metal Gear Solid 3 fight where you fight the end. It's the fucking end fight.
Wait, is it daylight?
You can pick. You can pick either one.
Okay.
Right? Like it's the fucking end fight.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my god, I just gotta deliver these fucking crackers. Just let me do it.
Okay. Okay.
And it's so hard. This map is insane. It's kind of like, honestly, maybe I just don't know like the optimal pathing throughout these areas.
Yeah.
But it just seems like it's a crapshoot. Like hopefully somebody isn't on a rock while you're walking through the forest just waiting for the headshots, right? And stuff like that. So it's annoying. It's annoying. So I've been doing more customs runs. I've been trying to become a dorms master. There's a section of custom called dorms.
What's that mean?
So there's a section of the map called dorms. It's up in the north.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a status.
Oh, no.
You literally mean like dorms.
You go to the place called dorms.
Okay.
And there's 2 dorm buildings. One's 2 floor, one's 3 floor.
Yeah.
And a lot of people go there because it's a lot of loot, but also it's like fight central.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to just like practice firefights with like cheap guns, or if I get a scav run and I'm like I'm not late, like say there's more than 15 minutes left, I'll just book it to dorms to try and practice out my firefighting, stuff like that. But that game continues to be brutal, absolutely unforgiving.
This is made by Russians?
Made by Russians. Again, you bought the Russian paddle, I bought the Russian game.
Yeah.
I think the company's called Nikita.
Nikita.
And
of course it is.
Yeah. And the engine's called Nikita. I don't remember.
The Nikita engine.
Yeah, I don't remember. But every time something goes wrong, we're just like, goddamn Nikita, come on, like, and stuff like that. But it continues to be like when I actually get a successful run, or like I make it out with a decent amount of stuff.
Yeah.
It's still one of like the most rewarding things I've ever played.
Okay.
And the other day I went on a scav run with one of the people I play with. We went to this map called Reserve, and he was basically my Sherpa. Like, I didn't know where to go, and he's just like, okay, we're gonna go scav run at night, and we're just gonna go loot buildings, and hopefully people aren't there.
Yeah.
And he had this like one path with like optimal loot and stuff like that. And I found this there's like different tier classes of armor.
Yeah.
And I found like tier 6 armor, which is like the highest armor in the game. As soon as I put it on, I was over encumbered. Like, it was so heavy.
Oh, okay.
But it was worth like a 250,000 rubles.
So you took it?
So I took it, and I got out and I sold it, and I was like, oh, I just like made back 50 losses of raids in one item, and it felt like so good.
Oh, is that how the economy works? Basically, okay.
So you go in raid, anything you don't want you sell, or once you hit level 20.
I guess I forgot that you lose money when you die.
Yeah, because you lose your shit.
Yeah.
Right? Unless you insure it.
Yeah.
And nobody picks it up.
Yeah.
But where was I going with this? So yeah, I learned there's a lot more to the game. You can get a hideout. You can upgrade your hideout to do different things. So you now have a crafting bench. So I have full mod capabilities for all my weapons.
Can you get killed in your hideout?
No, you can't.
Wait, is the hideout in the game?
The hideout, it's like there's models, you can walk around in it, but it's more of like, here's your menu and here's where you do all your passive stuff.
Okay.
Right. So you can't I don't think you can raid people's hideouts yet. Because there's a thing you can upgrade. It's called security.
Yeah.
And from level 0 to level 1, you just put a door up.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so that makes me think like maybe in the future they're planning on like you can invade people's hideouts.
Yeah, because like I'm assuming the hideout's not actually in any of the game maps, right?
No.
Like it's like you're at your hideout, then you load into a game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you're saying like in the future you could Dark Souls this shit.
Maybe.
Like,
I don't know. It seems like it. I've been hearing a bunch of plans. Like there was one where they're thinking about having like all the maps connected, because on the overworld map they're all connected in a way. And so they're like, but what if like you could just go into a map and that's your starting point, but you can go from woods and then walk across the bridge to
okay, would that just make
whatever.
it like an open world scenario then?
Maybe, yeah, but ultra super open world, because like these maps are already pretty big.
So then they would have to up the player count?
Maybe in those servers, or it would like transfer you over server. Like you hit the bridge, you take the exit, but instead of going back home, you go to the woods map instead, and stuff like that. So I don't know how that would work.
Okay.
But they throw out a lot of ideas. Yeah, and what else is there? Oh yeah, at level 20, I learned there is it's basically eBay. It's Russian eBay.
Oh.
So you can either put your stuff up to sales for the merchants, and that has use because you can level up your merchants. The more stuff you spend at the merchants and the more stuff you sell at the merchants, the more they like you. And then once your spending cap and your reputation get to a certain point, you level up, and then they offer you more stuff.
Got it.
Or you can just basically put it on eBay, and anyone who has anything will just put it up onto the auction house.
Cool.
And it's like, oh, I need this specific gun, and then a bunch of people have a listing for it. Or I need this rare thing. And that seems to be eventually the game. I think I mentioned last week that there are 2 ways to play the game. You're either a Chad or you're a rat.
Yeah.
And it seems like the rat way to play is definitely play the economy.
Yeah.
Right? Like go in for short raids, get some stuff, and then just start playing the market, baby.
Okay.
I'm just going for it. So I kind of can't wait to get there. I'm like halfway. I think they just upped it this wipe. Apparently before you had to be level 10 to get into it, but now you have to be level 20. and I just got to like level 9.5.
Ooh, you got a ways to go.
So I got a ways to go. But Tarkov continues to be fun. I got to start prioritizing like more scopes and stuff when I pick up loot.
Scopes.
Because I thought I would be fine with iron sights, but dog, no. Yeah. Give me that M16 red dot sight. Give me that Mosin with the ×4 scope or something. Yeah. Mario Golf, still playing that.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Why'd you get this game?
Huh?
Why did you get this game?
You got it for me. That's your fault. You only have yourself to blame.
God, where's my time machine? Gotta go to the past. Warn myself of this critical error.
How could you do this to yourself?
Yeah.
I'm getting to the harder portions of the game.
This game is a hard portion?
Yeah, so I finished, I said before, a speed golf. Because you ran out of water and you faint because you dehydrated in the desert.
So dumb.
So now I'm in the opposite. I'm in like the dense forest, and there's always like rain and like 20-kilometer-an-hour winds, and also lightning. So they added a new element where on this course, I believe it's if you either stay in one place for too long, you start building up like static electricity. To where eventually, if you don't have a lightning-proof club, if you charge up your shot too high,
lightning-proof.
Hell yeah, brother! I got lightning-proof.
What is this game?
It's the best golf game. I got a lightning-proof 9-iron. It's sick. If you charge up your shot too high with a non-lightning-proof thing, because you put it up so high, you'll get electrocuted and lose a stroke.
Okay.
Because you get struck by lightning.
Ridiculous.
It's so dumb. I love it. And then I think this is like the second last map, I guess, because the next one after that, I believe, is like the Bowser lava area, like that kind of archetype.
Oh, okay.
So there's like swamps in there and like lava creatures and shit. But there's a lot of like nuance to this game in terms of like what clubs you choose and stuff like that, especially when you play the modes where you have to run across the course.
Yeah. Because
the more clubs you have in your bag, the less stamina you have.
Yeah.
But the more options, obviously, you have for golfing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like special clubs. Like, so I told you I had the lightning proof, whatever. But there's also like, I think there's like a Koopa Shell 3-wood. And that one doesn't actually hit like a normal golf club. It keeps it super low. But the spin is so crazy on it that you could get over hazards. So like, say there's just a big lake of water in between you, you could skip the ball on the water and then take a shortcut that way. Or if you're under a tree, that's really useful because you don't want your shot to go up into the tree. You just want it to go straight onto the fairway and just roll most of it and stuff like that. So it's more than just like hit A again, and then hope for the best. There's some strats to it. I don't know. It's good. I like it. There's a lot. It's fucking wacky, and honestly, it's what golf needs. It needs some wackiness.
Oh, golf is good as it is.
No, it needs some wackiness. And then, what else have I been doing? Oh, I've been playing Guilty Gear because the new character came out. The first DLC character came out.
Right. The
Gold Lewis Dickinson.
Yeah.
The Secretary of Absolute Defense.
With the coffin.
The Area 51 coffin.
Right
off the bat, the guy of Absolute Defense, the Secretary of Absolute Defense,
has no defense.
His defense is trash.
Oh.
Absolutely garbage. If you get rushed down, you have like nothing.
You have no options?
You have no reversals. All your
That's what I like to hear.
Your fastest button is a 6 frame, where in with other characters, if we compare to the God Soul Bad Guy, his fastest thing is a 3 frame.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks. Also, he's a big body, so a lot of shit hits you that doesn't hit other characters. His only reversal is his super. He like uppercuts you with a coffin. And that is actually pretty fun to use. So usually it's quarter circle forward back punch, right? And you just do this like super uppercut with the coffin. But you could also use this move as a 360. So the more 360s you do, the more damage it does when you do it. So if you're on the ground and you churn the butter on your arcade stick and you do a 1080 and then press punch, you get the level 3 version of the coffin uppercut.
Oh, okay.
And his whole animation changes. So like in the level 1 version, he just does like a super uppercut. But in the level 3 version, he like charges back, yells into the ether like, I'm gonna fucking destroy you, and then his going with so much force his glasses break, and then he uppercuts you, and then 3 bomb drones come up into the air and explode you midair. Wow, it's pretty excessive.
Sounds yeah, wow.
But really how you're supposed to play this character is like, you want to be on the offense and you want to keep your opponent locked down because you have all the tools in the world to do it. His main, technically he has 3 special moves, technically. So he has one where he has this what is it called, like defense meter, I forget what it's called, but it's a meter that's exclusive to him that charges up over time just by itself. Level 1, 2, and 3, and
okay.
Depending on which level it is, it'll make your attack stronger. So if he uses his bomb drone, if it's level 3, it'll travel a super far distance and eat a bunch of projectiles, so you can like safely walk up the ground game.
Huh.
Right. If you use your Gatling gun, Skyfish, if it's level 3, it does 30 shots and it does a fuck ton of chip damage and stuff like that. But his 3rd special move is Behemoth Typhoon. And how Behemoth Typhoon works is that any quarter circle is a different Behemoth Typhoon.
So it's just randomized?
No. So if
like forward and back.
So if we're using numpad notation.
Yeah, like okay.
A 6-2-4 is different from a 4-2-6, is different from a 2-6-8, is different from a 6-8-4.
Oh.
From a 4-8-6.
Yeah.
And so every direction of quarter circle you can do is a different Behemoth Typhoon.
Oh wow.
And you could also do it in the air.
Of course, if it's all the different quarter circles.
And then each has different properties.
Oh.
So if you do let's go 6-8-4, or no, sorry, 4-6-8, you'll do an overhead, right? And if they're ducking, it'll crack them. But if you do I think it's an 8-6-2, you'll do a side switch. So you'll hit them low, but then it'll pop them onto the other side behind you.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And so usually everything kind of correlates to what direction you're doing it in. But the big thing about this is that every single hit guard breaks. Meaning, if you block this, you get sent into like a stagger state where you can take no action.
Oh, so then you have that like frame of...
And then you have that frame to keep the punishment going.
Okay.
Right? And it cranks your risk gauge, which is like, the more you block, it kind of punishes you for being on defense. And then it's like, if you have a high risk gauge and you get hit by a combo, you're going to take more damage than normal.
Yeah.
So it cranks your risk gauge. It does huge chip damage. At, obviously, like I said earlier, the drawback of having no defensive options.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks. But it's been pretty fun. I don't know if he's a good character yet, but I have been doing some like really fun setups with him, especially like in the corner. One of it's his 4-2-6. If it hits, it's a slower Behemoth Typhoon.
Yeah.
But if it hits them and they're close to a wall, if they're anywhere near a wall, it wall bounces them. Oh. So you can get like your normal string into a wall bounce into another string in the air and just continue it that way.
Sounds like fun.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty good. Oh, and then his final super is an orbital laser.
Right.
Shoots a laser beam from his other glasses side that's not glass.
As the targeting?
Yeah, and the laser length depends on your meter, your individual like security meter.
Oh.
So if it's level 3, then you get a longer laser beam. But really what it's meant for is to punish zoners. And also if someone's trying to lame you out at the end of a match, you shoot at the laser, and if it's level 3, even if they block it, it drags them back towards you.
Oh, it comes from behind?
It comes from it always goes to the furthest it can on that side, on the other side of the screen, and then comes backwards.
Oh, to draw you in.
So trying to drag you in. And so he has a lot of cool stuff. He's a big body. It's weird playing a big body with no command grab in an anime game, because usually they give them command grabs and stuff like that. So
this guy's just a pure striker?
He's just pure strikes, guard break, just either I'm 100% defense or I'm dying.
You watch. Next character's gonna be like a lowly with only command grabs.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it, yeah. It's gonna... there's a character in King of Fighters who's like that. Well, I guess technically she's not a lowly, she's like 18. But she's a Hinako, she's a sumo wrestler. but she's like
right, but she's
super,
tiny.
Yeah, super cute, tiny Japanese girl with blonde hair, but also will grab you by the collarbone and throw you into the ground. So maybe they'll do that.
Maybe.
So yeah, that's been okay. Honestly, like sometimes it brings out the rage, like because if people beat me with like I know they're cheesing, but I just don't know how to beat the cheese. I'm like these motherfuckers, and it just pisses me off so much.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't know. I need to play fighting games in like shorter
bursts.
Like I can't just go for like 2-3 hours at a time. I think I just need to play for like an hour and then fuck off.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
To get like my fucking rage out of my so I keep it.
Wow.
So frustrating.
Wow.
But I guess it's fun.
If you think it's fun, sure.
I've been experimenting with Soul Bad Guy.
Yes.
I was like, what is it like to live in the S tier?
Yeah, and it's good.
And I saw a combo that's just heavy Shoryuken, and you can do Roman cancel, right? You can cancel any move if you have 50 meter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a thing called Fast RC.
Fast RC?
Fast Roman cancel.
Oh.
So if you do it fast, what it means is that you Roman cancel, and even before like the animation of you Roman canceling comes out, you're already pressing a button, and it does an attack move really fast.
Okay.
There's something with how Soul Bad Guy works, where if you uppercut and you hit it, you can fast RC in the air, but if you fast RC, it gives you like turbo momentum, so you carry your opponent with 2 heavy slashes across the screen, or across the whole, basically corner to corner, and then finish it with another heavy uppercut mid-air.
Yep.
And it's like 60% on most like the most of the cast.
Sounds good.
And I'm like, that's 4 moves. I did 4 moves and it did 60%. Holy shit.
Sounds good.
Fair and balanced gameplay, dog.
It is. What are you talking about? Fair and balanced.
Oh my god.
That's how I like it.
I still haven't like succumbed to it. Like I haven't been using him in ranked or anything, but I'm just like, I'm so close. I'm just like, he's got every answer. He's got a command grab.
Yeah, do it.
He's got a low profile projectile dodging move. Like, you can do it all.
Just do it.
Soul Bad Guy might be the best guy.
I hope so.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. And that's it. I've been making good progress on school. I'm working on my second last assignment. And I think I was right the previous weeks. Keeping up this pace that I'm going at, I think I can finish with like time to spare. So it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
To hear.
It's good. What do you do other than buy Russian spyware?
Russians are my new best friends. Yeah, so I guess I'll start off. The sim rig adventure continues. I got my monitor mounts, and so they're bolted to my rig now. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing about the mount is on the back is a deck, because you're supposed to put your PC on there so that you could put your PC or your console and then just wire everything up straight into it, so that whatever. But I'm just using it as a shelf for just extra shit.
That's fair.
I'll probably keep something there eventually. I went shopping this week.
Yeah.
I said I went to outlet stores. I walked by Banana Republic, but the truth is I walked into the Puma store.
Puma?
What
is it? The 80s?
Because Puma sells motorsport shoes.
Did you buy racing shoes?
I bought drifting shoes.
You don't even drift. You don't even like drifting.
Yeah, but dude, they were like $40.
Oh my god. Do you have them? Or can I see them?
Yeah, sure. Sure, I'll show you one shoe. They're bright red.
Oh my god. Ferrari.
What you need to know is that what makes a driving shoe is that the sole is pretty stiff, but it's very thin, so that you could feel the pedal.
Oh yeah, there's like nothing here.
Yeah. So yeah, like if I wear them in outside, I'm pretty sure that the sole will wear down quick.
Just concrete.
Yeah. Are you trying to put on my shoe?
Oh, it doesn't fit.
Of course not. Damn. Yeah. Oh, they fit small. So yeah, like I had to size up. But
you had to size up from a 10?
No, because I'm a 9.
Oh, UK.
Yeah. So, yeah, but yeah, they were like $40. So, not a huge investment. But because I upgraded my pedals to load cell,
already scuffed.
whatever.
All red.
Who cares?
Amateur hour over here.
Who cares? Because I upgraded to load cell pedals, and the load cell ones are all aluminum and steel. Yeah. My feet were getting cold, so now with the shoes, they're great.
Your feet were getting cold on your sim rig.
They're great, and now I have even pressure, so it's easier to figure out.
The ultimate first world problem.
I know, right? I know. So I've been playing a lot of F1 2021. I think the game came out like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I think I'm at like 50 hours.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah, man, I just been racing.
It's a lot of race. I saw it one day. I saw you. It was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a weekday.
Yeah.
What is Vince doing? Why is he still on? Did he just leave his computer on?
He's racing.
I can't believe it.
He was racing, and it's good. I finished my first season of my team, and it was pretty good. And then I was just like, okay, I think I'm ready. So I just jacked the difficulty to max, and man, that game is hard.
Really?
It is now very hard.
Okay.
Whatever. And then I've been doing the My Story, and the My Story stuff is, or not the My Story, but the story mode, where they put you in the hands of Aiden Jackson, the hot young new thing, up against the washed-out old man, and their like team dynamics, and you play the young kid. What I didn't realize is after the first year that you play as Aiden Jackson, in the second season of the story mode, you play the old man.
Huh.
So now I'm the old guy trying to keep up with the young kid, and I'm like, I'm gonna crush this kid. So,
all right,
we'll see how that goes. So far it's been pretty like, all right. It's cool to have a story, but it's not necessary in that game. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. And then Dirt Rally 2.0 was on sale on the Steam summer sale. And
I got on PC.
I bought it because the whole thing with all the DLC was, I think, $9.
Okay.
I have this game on the PS4, 5. I think it was free.
It's free on a PlayStation Plus thing.
Yeah, and I did play it a little bit. I think you did too.
Game's hard.
Yeah, that game is very hard, especially on a controller.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, because it was free, I never felt like the obligation to like really dive deep into it and understand how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I have it on the PC, I'm playing with the wheel and stuff. The first thing I noticed was I need a handbrake.
All right.
Because you can put the handbrake, you can assign it to a button on the wheel, but the problem is if you're turning the wheel, finding that button for the handbrake becomes an issue.
Yeah.
I could have assigned it to the clutch pedal, but I just found that so weird to use.
Okay.
As a handbrake. So I went out looking for a handbrake, and I came on 2 options. One was like the Huskenfeld handbrake. I think it's German.
Okay.
And they're like regarded as like, the company's regarded as like they make some of the best sim equipment, but they're hugely expensive.
All right.
Like very, like we're talking like, I don't know, 450.
Oh my god.
For a handbrake.
Jesus.
Then there's this other company.
So you bought it?
No. There's this other company. They're called AIO logs. They're Russian.
You're just making shit up now. These aren't real.
And their handbrake is significantly cheaper, but apparently every review I've read said that it is probably the best value for money handbrake on the market.
Okay.
So I went with that one. And now I have it in Dirt Rally. Now I only got the handbrake like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't put that much time into it, but it is a game changer, literally, now that I have a handbrake.
Okay.
Because now I'm playing Dirt Rally 2.0 for real. And did you know how that career mode works? Because this game offers like no tutorial, no nothing.
No idea.
You just like whatever. So what I didn't know is that like it's basically an open class. You could pick what, like every car is technically unlocked if you have the money for it.
Yep.
So you can pick whatever car you want and progress through the career. What it does is you basically go through and beat a championship. And every championship is a randomized 6 events.
Yep.
With multiple stages. Every time you beat an event, you get a new ranking. Like it's like an online ranking.
Okay.
As you rank up, the difficulty goes with you. So you can't set the difficulty. You just gotta keep beating the championship.
So the better you are, the harder it gets adaptively.
Yes. And then so eventually you will find your difficulty. So the game balances it out that way. I didn't realize there were so many tracks and layout options. So every time you start a championship, you always end up with like new stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to figure out. So I'm in my second championship, and this game is so hard. Even with a wheel, and the handbrake and the pedals and whatever.
When I watch like YouTube videos of people like driving and they're like, "Oh, here's a hump. Let me do a 360 mid race."
Yeah.
I'm like, "How the fuck are you doing this?"
Yeah, like it's a different skill set of driving compared to like what I normally like doing, which is like circuit racing, because circuit racing is all about precision and like maximizing, whereas rally is more about reaction and I guess adaptability.
Because like don't they go into the map like kind of blind?
Kind of blind. Like they scout it, but they don't like you can't recreate it. And the thing about rally is like depending on when you start on the stage, the surface condition will change based on how many cars ahead of you have already ruined the road, right? So if you start at the beginning, then you have the best optimized conditions. But if you're like the 70th person to go take that track or that route, you have a harder time at it.
That's fair.
So, it's pretty cool. I also didn't realize it had Rallycross.
Oh, it does. Yes.
And Rallycross is so much fun, but it's so hard.
Take the Joker lap on the first lap and then just crush.
So it depends. It depends. If you're leading, you take the Joker lap at the end.
Really?
If you're not, take it at the beginning. Because then at least you put you out of the way of people. Right? With a handbrake, makes the game way better. I'm playing it on my PC on my screen, and I gotta say, it's fucking wild, this game. I was like mid-stage.
Because it's got like full support, right?
Yeah, I got mid-stage in somewhere like halfway through of like I think there's 4 stages. I'm stage 3 in the night in the rain. I hit a tree, both headlights are out,
and then you're fucked.
And it's just black.
It's dark, baby.
And just trying to race that, I'm like, man, this is some scary shit. Like I know,
I take the reset when I break my headlights.
At this point, I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna fucking see what happens.
All right.
But it's been such a fun game. Like it's real fun. I think I'm gonna be playing this game for a while because there's just so much for me to do here, and I'm having a lot of fun. And that handbrake, it's fucking sick.
Game changer, baby.
It absolutely, like, yeah. I didn't think I would need one, but absolutely sick. Now I'm thinking if I should get the matching shifter, only because. All
right.
As much as I like paddle shifting, again in the rally stuff, when the wheel's all over the place and you're trying to shift through things, it becomes a bit of a faff.
I'm pretty sure I told you to get a shifter. Pretty sure I told you.
I've been okay with that one so far, and to be honest, I don't think I'll get a shifter just yet because there's this other thing I want. Have you heard of a transducer?
No.
So basically,
is that a sex thing?
Close enough. There is some vibrations involved.
Oh my god.
So the thing I want is called the Butt Kicker Gamer 2.
Oh my god! What? This is a sex thing. This is a sex thing.
Yeah. It takes your audio signal. And whatever the low frequency bass is, it turns it into like it's like a bar that you strap onto. It's made for your office chair. Like it's a clamp that goes around the post.
Okay.
And it'll vibrate it like massively.
So it's the fucking what's those movie theater chairs?
The D-box?
Yeah, it's a D-box for your.
But it doesn't have movement. It doesn't have movement, right? It's literally just take the bass and crank it so that you get just the movement.
Oh, okay.
Right. And so I've seen people use this a lot with VR for immersion. A lot of people like to use it in things like shooters, so that when you press the bullet, you feel it in your whatever, or you feel a bomb, right? But I heard that like the most useful situation is for sim racing because you can feel the car when you lose grip and like when you're over rumble strips. It just adds a layer of immersion that like I don't know if it'll make you faster, but it's just cooler, right?
Yeah.
So I've been looking into that, and those seem pretty cool. I've seen some people they buy 4 and they put one in all 4 corners of their rig so you could simulate, and you can then tune each one to each wheel so that you can feel basically the car. It's pretty cool. I have to do more research on it, but it's something that down the line eventually is the next on the list. But like as of right now, I think I have my sim rig is at the point now where it is fully assembled to my original spec of what I wanted. Nice. So I'm pretty happy with it. Like you can see it behind me. Like I tried to get the monitor as close to me as I could.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get it closer without being on the steering wheel.
Yeah, like I can't put it higher or else like that'll crank my neck, and I can't put it lower. You're right, or else I'll hit the wheel.
Yeah.
But it's cool. So that's been fun. And I'll be talking about a lot of sim racing for a while.
All right, good. But the real question: what group rally are you racing?
Right now?
Yeah.
R2.
Ugh.
car too.
Bruh.
I can't do Group B yet.
Just do it.
No.
Just do it.
It's, I know what Group B is like, and it's dangerous.
I could barely get off the fucking starting line in Group B cars.
Dangerous.
I don't know how anybody drove those cars.
Yeah. Like the car I'm driving now is still pretty quick, but like I've tried all the cars. So I'm like, how do people play this game?
You can test drive like the top end cars.
Yeah, and it's like it's absolutely bonkers.
I don't know.
I don't know how people play this game without like looking up tutorials or anything, because like this game literally gives you nothing.
I don't know how they play this game without just being a rally car driver.
That's true. But Dirt 2.0, I love it. It's great. And then the last thing I did is I started watching the series Invincible.
Oh, okay, the cartoon with the Superman thing.
Sorta, yeah. So it's based off the comic Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
It's by Image Comics, so it's set in the Image universe.
Okay.
So the good thing about that is, if
it's
you're
awesome.
If you don't know anything about comics,
yeah,
you don't have to worry, because Image Comics and the Image universe isn't linked to anything.
Isn't Image like each series is individual from each other?
Yeah, so like even within Image, you're right, they're not even linked.
That's why I buy a lot of Image stuff.
Yeah, because they're all kind of like in their own world.
Universe. Yeah.
Don't take me for that. Quote me for that though, because I do think there is like a crossover event.
I've never read any Image comics that have crossed over so far.
Yeah,
so.
But Invincible is its own thing, and Invincible is a take on the superhero genre. So you will see characters that are just like, that's a total Batman ripoff. That's a total whatever. But if you don't know anything about it,
you're just like, oh, cool.
It's cool. Yeah. It's cool. The story revolves around I want to say his name is Matt. He's a boy. He's the son of a very, very, very powerful superhero who is akin to basically Superman. Okay. He gets powers, and the story here is he's a regular teenage dude, and I don't mean like a superhero teenage dude like Spider-Man who gets powers and suddenly becomes a good guy.
Yeah.
This is like if you were and I, like the real world, so to get superpowers. Like we're not like morally perfect.
An Earthling who got a superpower.
Yeah, like we have our own personal issues and struggles that we deal with, and then you get superpowers and like trying to deal with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you're struggling to save the world, and there's a big giant murder mystery going on because the opening of the show. Well, I don't really want to give it away, but basically, think of the Justice League. They exist, okay? And for whatever reason, we're under the attack, and the Justice League can't save the world.
Okay.
And it's up to this kid and effectively the Teen Titans to step in.
All right.
Right? And I know I pitch it that way, and you're like, that's kind of like whatever. That's like, that seems very rote.
Exactly.
But there's way more to it than that. And straight off the bat, like I'm only 3 episodes in, but if it continues at this pace, this is easily like the best show I've seen in definitely this year, maybe even last year. Like it is fucking awesome, and to be honest, I think you would love it because it's hella gory.
Yes.
But it's so weird because it comes from that time of like the DC animated stuff, like Justice League, Batman Beyond.
Okay, like that's where it's taking its
like when you look at it, that's what you see.
From.
But then you're like, it crosses a line, and you're like, oh,
all right,
this is like not for children.
Okay,
like absolutely not. And it's such a bait and switch because the first episode, there's only 8 episodes. Each episode's 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The first 40 minutes of the first episode, it might as well just be your regular DC cartoon.
Yeah.
And then in the last 5 minutes, you're like,
oh no,
oh, check this out. And like, things happen, and yeah, it's awesome. I think one of the things I like about it most is that the teen sections are very much CW style.
Oh no. Like
they even have like your latest indie band as the background for the music. You know how like CW shows do that?
Yeah.
And then they kind of like tell you who was playing. Like they have that. They don't tell you who it is, but like clearly there's like a relationship thing going on. And it's like some fucking new punk rock is playing in the background and whatever. At the same time, the dynamic between Invincible and his father, I think his father is, I want to say it's like
John,
like Mr. Omen or something. Omni-Man, yeah, or Superman.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's an interesting dynamic. Like it's like if Superman had a kid, but Superman didn't want his kid to have powers.
And it's like, shit, he has powers.
He has powers, like, and then he has to like really deal with like, do I want to train him? Okay, it's my responsibility to train him, but like, I want him to be like me, or do I want him to let him be his own person, right?
Interesting.
At the same time, the kid is like, he has a father complex. He's like, I want to be everything my dad is, but at the same time, I know I can't be my dad.
Yeah.
Right? So like, it's the standard stuff that you would see in like a...
This is sounding like kind of standard Image, where like Image like does this stuff where they know they're not Marvel, they're not DC, but they have at least stuff that gets put onto this label has like the more, I guess, psychological side of stuff.
Yeah,
really,
for sure. No, you're right, and like that's
like, put to the forefront.
Yeah, like that's the more interesting stuff about this, because the superhero stuff is fun, and don't get me wrong, like some of the fight sequences are wicked, and some of the powers are really cool, but a lot of it is definitely like you're there for like the character interactions and like what they're going through, right, and whatnot. There was like a Hellboy knockoff who's trying to go through and figure out like what the hell is going on with the big mystery.
Oh, okay.
No, he's like, I got time off from hell to figure out this.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
Right.
Yeah, no, like you'll go through and be like, I have seen all these are all like wicked knockoffs of like the best characters. They even have like their knockoff Batman, and they make fun of him for not having powers and shit.
Funny.
Like,
but I guess that's like the point.
Yeah, right. Like, so it's real good.
I'm surprised you're sticking with it for how violent I have heard this show be.
Well, it's not like it's violent 100% of the time. Okay. It's just that it's violent when it needs to be.
But when it's violent, it's 11.
Yeah, like there are moments like when they first shows up, I was like, no way, they're not gonna. And then they're like,
and they do it,
and I'm like, oh man, like oh, so everyone's throwing up in the show too because of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like the first time Invincible he's in combat and he gets blood on his hands.
Yeah.
Or the first time he tries to save somebody, but as he can fly and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't realize like as he's flying, like person's getting hit,
breaks their neck or some shit.
So like he puts the woman down and like her ankle's like half off.
Oh my god.
Right? You know, like, and then he gets blood on his hands and he just throws up because he's like, I can't. He freezes, right?
Yeah. What a pussy.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. The best thing though is the voice cast, like stellar voice cast.
Sub or dub?
Definitely the dub.
Definitely
dub this one. I think Steven Yeun plays the main.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah, Steven Yeun plays it. And then you'll hear a lot of like familiar voices in there.
Man, that guy's been doing like everything since he left The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
like, he's all over the place.
Yeah. My favorite is Zachary Quinto, or Spock.
Yeah.
He plays a character called Robot.
Nice.
Yeah. So
on the money, on the nose.
Seth Rogen's in here.
What?
Yeah. Like there's a lot of big time. Who, you know, in Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
Do you remember when is her name Rose?
Rosa?
Rosa. Remember when she had, or did she get married to him?
Oh, the crazy boyfriend?
He's one of the voices, and he's awesome.
I know he plays a lot of like animated characters.
Yeah, he plays this guy called Rexplode, and he's wicked.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah, he's wicked. So, yeah, no, I think Invincible is great. Like, I know like a lot of people have talked about it, and I'm coming to it a bit late, but dude, it's awesome.
Nice.
It's wicked.
Okay.
So that has been my week, and yeah, I meant to watch G.I. Joe, but timing didn't work out. So
okay,
maybe I'll watch it tomorrow.
Oh, I got an update on that Baki comic I was reading.
What about
with Miyamoto Musashi?
Oh yeah.
Who's stronger? I'm gonna give you a choice: the entire Japanese army, or one swordsman.
The entire Japanese army or one swordsman?
Yeah.
If I don't say the one swordsman, I know I'm gonna regret it. But I'm gonna say the entire Japanese army.
You're wrong. It's Miyamoto Musashi. He cuts a fucking tank in half. Oh, I love this shit. It's so stupid.
I knew it. Like
he cuts through he clear cuts a cop down the center, bifurcates him through body armor and a riot shield.
You will like Invincible though.
Oh baby, all right.
People do get.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm in it. One guy gets kicked in the nuts so hard he starts bleeding from his dick.
Oh. Painful.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks for listening and thanks for tuning in. Happy August, everybody, because that's what it's going to be by the next time you hear us.
True, yeah.
And then summer's over. And then that's it.
Good.
We're done.
Summer?
Oh, podcast.
Whoa, what?